Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Sao Paulo presented with a golden opportunity here to open the scoring.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Cute ball now, how... Oh, that's ambitious! An early chance there, first of the game.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Serginho, and it's Gullit, Busquets, Alexander-Arnold, Belletti.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Gets a good foot in there. Azar. Oh no, that was never going to make it. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Van Basten. Busquets. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. Gullit is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big chance, corner. Cruzeiro with the corner, there first. And the shot! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
It's a really well-measured ball. Belletti. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to... Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
That's a cute ball. He's through here. Brilliantly cut out. There will be a throw-in. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter.
Great chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Sao Paulo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Lewis in for the pieces. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Raul, forever the opportunist. A sniff. Chance! And that has fair fizzed. Threads one in. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Taken back almost at once. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now it's Wirtz. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. That's really well cleared. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that could set him on his way. That is Stuta! And he opts to go forward. And this is Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Sao Paulo, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Sao Paulo definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Serginho. Batistuta. Tries to pass it through, and he's intervened well there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this Luis Suarez! In he goes again! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Suarez with the short one. Raul plays it in. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cruzeiro do have a chance to counter here. Sao Paulo just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Belletti. Ball played for Stoichkov. Belletti. Almost an hour gone. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Played out to the right. And Hullet! Superb from Hullet! A finish of true class! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Sao Paulo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Stoichkov! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Raul. Vitz. Now, this could be a chance. Can he get it through? Now it's Villa. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Costa Curta. Looking for the run. This is Hazard. That is a brilliant interception. Hullet.
Cruzeiro really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Stoichkov. Stoichkov! What about that from Hristo Stoichkov? About as smooth as it gets. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Sao Paulo go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
He is through here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He has found the way through. That's a good run down the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Luis Garcia. Baresi wins the duel this time. Cruzeiro can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention.
Face to face with the keeper. Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Van Basten. Luis Garcia, and he's searching through. Oh, what has happened here? He's gone for a throw-in. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Serginho gets across to intercept that. Batistuta. That's Busquets. Turan. Neymar. This is Van Nistelrooy, and he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Belletti. Costa Curta. That's Busquets. Howson. Serginho. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has found the way through. He's dealt with that really well. Sao Paulo with the corner. They're first. Oh, what a climb! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Gets a good foot in there. What a throw in. Neymar. Now he's off and running, and he's intervened well there. First quarter of an hour gone. Now, can they get him away? Can he get it through? Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's going to be disappointed with that. Doué. Belletti. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, what a... And the shot! Can he get on the end of this? Looking to play him in. Now, this could be a chance. He's found the way through. Doué! That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That has been cut short. More and more pressure on the ball here. Sao Paulo finding their passes. He won't be happy with that one. Played into space. That has not gone well. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Half an hour played now. Well read, nice interception. Serginho. And here's Batistuta. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He's on it, can he get away? McAllister powering forward here, knocks it into space, and the through ball. Serginho. Busquets, and he's forced to go back for Stoichkov. Belletti. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Hullet.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. That's tidy. It's a promising position. Delivers the ball. Albert Ferrer tries to clear. Hullet tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Hullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got ripped because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta. Driving on and making good progress. Neymar could try cutting inside here. Tries to get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Neymar. There's the shot! There it is!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Sao Paulo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at...
Real chance! Decent enough try.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well timed, excellent interception. Howson is the team's great visionary.
Sao Paulo clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Neymar. Threads one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Busquets. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. McAllister gets over and intercepts. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Sao Paulo still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Serginho. And here's Stoichkov, played out wide. Now the delivery, he rises! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's on his way! And shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
No way through, so back. Good chance here! And that is high.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Van Dijk makes the interception. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Sao Paulo with this to equalise. That is some save from Khan! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Big chance, must be! Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Serginho. And it's Batistuta. Nice looking ball. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
That'll be a corner. Sao Paulo have their third corner. Takes a shot! Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And Baston. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. But Doué engages and forces him off the ball. Serginho. Howson. And it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just eases him off the ball. Batistuta. Costa Curta gets it away.
Sao Paulo really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Van Nistelrooy. And he cuts out the supply. Howson. Costa Curta. Looks to the other side. Albert Ferrer.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
That's an excellent interception. Milan have their second corner now. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Belletti. Oh, there's a probing ball. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Sao Paulo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Sao Paulo have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here. Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Costa Curta. Belletti. And that's out of reach. Looking for options for movement. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Good ball, good take. Costa Curta.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Busquets is always looking to break lines. Sao Paulo are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
And it's Van Basten. Nice interception, well timed. Azar. Azar going full tilt down the left. And he's worked it through. And he's managed to get free. There, and the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Batistuta. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's well spotted. Belletti. Van Basten. That's good running with the ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Out towards the flank. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That has not gone well. And it's Stoichkov. Pedri. Belletti. Played in deep. Well read. And the danger is averted. Howson. It's Hullet. And here's Stoichkov. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Stoichkov. He rises! In he goes again! Van Basten! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Sao Paulo are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Beckenbauer. Could be danger here. Sao Paulo leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Hullet. He's going to be disappointed with that. Azar. That pass isn't the best. And here's Van Basten. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Royce. On time, excellent interception. Belletti. That's gone route one. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Sao Paulo head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 6, camisa 18, camisa 15. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Camisa 17.
Sao Paulo carrying a one-goal lead. Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. They've scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Belletti. Stoichkov. Maradona. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. He can get that clear. That's a sharp pass. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Now he's got space here. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. Van Basten, shot a goal! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious... Great chance! Danger averted for now. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Look at the space here. Can he finish? And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot and the finish! They've done it! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good.
Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Busquets. And it's Belletti. Pedri knocks it out wide, back into the middle. Stoichkov in acres of space out wide. Oh, super! And he shoots! Goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And Hullet! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the...
Oh no, what has happened here? He'll try to keep this alive. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Stoichkov! Now, who's going to be first to this? This looks promising. Pedri! Pedri! Oh no, this does not look good. He slings it, up he goes! And he's missed it. Scholes. Hullet. Oh, good. He's having a shot! It's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pedri. Distributed tidily. Played into the box. Terrific header! Oh, what a mistake! Piqué. Front-footed pressing going on here. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Sao Paulo cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Drogba. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That has not gone well. Cafu, nicely weighted ball. And he's straight offside. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Stoichkov. Howson cuts out the pass. Now it's Drogba. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Delict, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think that I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And we have our very first corner. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Ribery. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Stojkovic picks it up out wide. Raul gets a foot in here. Drogba. Ribery. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been slipped through.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Serginho picks it up now. Oh, smashing header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Sao Paulo! Is this the moment? The moment he made it happen. The moment they made it happen. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Pedri. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho. Bullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Sao Paulo are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident.
He rises! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Fluminense have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Beckham. Oh, what has happened? And the shot! That's another chance! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Drogba clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Costa Curta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Stoichkov. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Xavi Alonso. He's found the way through.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. He's tried one! They want to be quick to recover this. Swings in across. Serginho. Batistuta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Belletti. Great vision. And this is Stoichkov. Stoichkov delivers. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And this is Drogba. Belletti. And he's gone looking for safety. Pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. And that's aimed into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Sao Paulo really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Sao Paulo have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So off we go once more.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Good-looking ball. Now this could be a chance. Defending of the desperate variety. Corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. And he was alert to it. Batistuta gets good distance on it. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Bullish header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, they've got him back in a hurry. Over to the left. Raul. Oh, it's played into the area. Howson getting this one clear. Referee's given a throw. Cross from Cafu. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Sao Paulo just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Costa Curta, good driving run. And they're quick to get it back. It's looking wide. Pedri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That looks a decent ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Raul. And he opts to go forward. And he's picked it up out wide. Ribery crosses. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now the cross. Cross to the back post. Terrific header. Danger averted for now.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 9, camisa 22.
And that's definitely not his best. Xavi Alonso, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, that's a key interception. Sao Paulo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Fluminense needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is good alertness. Oh, it's Van Basten. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and
It's Luis Garcia! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho, he is through. Can he finish? Relentless, just relentless. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Sao Paulo find a position of real strength now. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Sao Paulo have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. Sao Paulo get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. And already we're underway here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Now here, Jim, is a truly unique player, Sergio Busquets, a player whose greatness really isn't measurable by numbers.
One of those players who keeps it simple and gets the ball to do all the work.
And the shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Out towards the flank. And he shoots! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Nicely shaped ball, that's beautifully weighted. Nicely intercepted. Sao Paulo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sao Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
First quarter of an hour gone. Neuer. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Busquets. Aimed beyond the defence. Belletti. Pings it up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Batistuta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho. Busquets is always looking to break lines. No, that's been intercepted. Van Basten is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, smashing header! It's in! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he decides to cross it. That was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Sao Paulo with the corner, they're first. There's the shot! That has been knocked clear. Tries to dink it through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It's a good run, that. Great timing. And here's Stoichkov. Great vision. Here comes... Gets his head on it! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Batistuta, looking to play him in.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sao Paulo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he was quick to react. Now it's Gabriel. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Opts for safety. That's a throw. Ah, he's given it away. That's a loose touch. Can he finish? And he hits the net. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So is this the start of a comeback? Stoichkov. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Petri. Van Basten. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Hullet. In towards the back stick.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And we've reached half-time.
Sao Paulo are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Sao Paulo head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 20.
That gets things going for the second half.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 21. Camisa 7.
Looking tidy in possession here. There's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. He has found the way, and the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Busquets deals with that comfortably. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's found a way through. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
público presente na
Danger
partida
averted
de
for
hoje.
now.
9.187 espectadores.
And here's Gabriel. Played into the box, terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Belletti. Bullet. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's been cut out, well played. Busquets. Belletti. Costa Curta. Busquets. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Takes a shot! No mistake! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Looking for options for movement. It's Gabriel! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Substituição no time do Santos.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 22. Camisa
Santos
9.
really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Camisa 40. Camisa 10.
Picked out brilliantly.
Neymar. Camisa 26. Substituição.
And here's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. Luis Garcia. Belletti. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. He's free, he has got space. And he's there to belt it away. Aim forwards. This is Batistuta. He's having a shot! Has fallen kindly here. He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Teremos uma substituição.
Sao Paulo making consecutive changes here. Sao Paulo take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van Basten. Chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Sao Paulo grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Well, that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. Played out wide. Lofted in. Big header! They've done it! And that takes him up to 30. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
And here's the chance to counter. This is Van Nistelrooy!
Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Chips it through. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a sharp pass. Stood up well to him there. Goes for goal! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found a way through. Shot at goal! Goal! Sao Paulo! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Sao Paulo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. Now, can they get him away? Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Stoichkov. He is through here. Hoisted in. Messi. Short changes him with that pass. And he's in on top. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Sao Paulo upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Busquets. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. Chance here to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Driving on and making good progress. Hazard. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Costa Curta. And it's Belletti. Stoichkov. Knocks it into space. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. Aimed beyond the defence. Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Sao Paulo can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Serginho. That's beautifully weighted. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Half-time getting close now. Busquets. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Serginho, he's picked his way through, and a chance! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And they're quick to get it back. And he's managed to get free. Pedri. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Sao Paulo have themselves a chance from the spot. To increase the lead. That is some save from Khan. Oh, he's missed it, and the referee blows. So your views on the first half?
Sao Paulo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Sao Paulo are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he get it through? Oh, that looks a good ball through. And that has been clubbed away. Howson is always looking to break lines. Now it's Pedri. Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Busquets. Stoichkov. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Howson. The pass has gone astray. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. He's found the way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Applies the finish! And that's off target.
Sao Paulo are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
And he's gone searching crossfield.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Kevin De Bruyne! The man is an artist! A finish of true class! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Pelo jogador, camisa 11.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ball driven towards the far post. Chance! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Camisa 9, camisa 4, camisa 22.
Quality ball.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7,
Pull it.
camisa 14, camisa 11.
Pull it. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Hazard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Sao Paulo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Hazard. That is a great pick out. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Busquets kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he was quick to react. And now they can clear their lines. Pullet takes control of it, and he's on the move. Spread it left. Looking to go deep. He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That has been slung wide. Trobeni gets across to intercept that.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Teremos uma substituição.
Saliba. Sao Paulo have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
In with the challenge. Soboslai. He's played it back. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Bastoni, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That's really well manoeuvred. And time is up. Sao Paulo proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Bullet taking in the accolade.